That's more like it. What's up? What's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to Animation, most of the different animation, including TVs and movies as well. I'm your host, Jackson Small. Welcome to the fourth of the Planet of the Apes franchise, and the second to last one of the original series. Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. I think I found my favorite. Wow, this one not only lived up finally to the heights of the original, but it actually managed to surpass them. This is a fantastic film in every single way. It's focused, it's story-driven, it doesn't have a million things going on all at once, it doesn't have wild freaking tone problems. This movie is fantastic, and I wish I had more to say about it, but going any more in depth is just going to immediately spoil it, which I do not want to do, because I really want you guys to watch this one. So, without further ado, we're going to run through this nice and quick. Here's my written review. I hope you guys enjoy. Finally, after seeing through two very underwhelming sequels, one turd and one painfully average thing, we have found another gem, and this might just be the best of the franchise that I've seen up to this point. The pros: fantastic acting, especially Roddy McDowall as Caesar, who is just amazing in this movie. Great effects, superb storytelling, some pretty shocking gore and violence towards the end. It shocked me. I was not expecting it to get super bloody, but there is some brutality and blood at the end. You don't see limbs ripped off or nothing, but the blood effects, it is some Romero level blood effects. It looks so cool. Great runtime, perfect pacing, excellent plot, sharp writing, instantly iconic dialogue, especially that speech by Caesar at the very end of the movie. Man, that speech was so good. That was such good writing. Consistent, dark tone. It's not trying to be a silly, goofy, freaking sitcom. No. This one, it is dark, it is serious, and it is story-driven. And it is great because of it. It doesn't feel like it's trying to balance too many things at once. It doesn't feel like it's trying to be two different movies smushed together. It feels like its own complete story. Tragic deaths that are effective. Nothing is rushed this time, thank goodness. The tension is high. The final 30 minutes is absolutely incredible. High rewatchability. And it manages to make the third installment just a little bit better just by existing. So, yes. This movie existing makes the third film a little bit better. Not by much, mind you, but by a little bit. And I'm personally pretty freaking excited to see how it's going to end. I hope it ends well, because the next one is the last one of the series. That being said, though, this one is not quite perfect. There are a few itty-bitty little flaws that I do need to address, but it's not super big problems like with 2 and 3. 4 feels a lot more refined, if you understand my terminology. Here are my little minor nitpicks. The villains are throwaway. All these movies, aside from maybe the first one, have very, very bad antagonists. A few too many subplots that go nowhere. I did say it wasn't really bogged down by them, but it tries to add these extra layers on top, hinting at this love story for Caesar with this female character. And it doesn't really go anywhere for the most part. And a pretty slow start. Again, these movies, I get they are mostly pretty slow and are supposed to be slow all throughout, but it feels like, for some reason, the beginnings of all these movies is especially very slow. It's very, very interesting, to say the very least. So, yeah, I think that's gonna about do it. So overall, this was an excellent movie. Dark, brutal, unrelenting, haunting, morally challenging, and tragic. This is definitely the best of the series so far for me. I loved this movie. I wasn't expecting to love this movie. I went in with middling expectations after how weird and confused the third film was, but this one came in, not only made that third film a little better, but on its own, it's just a damn good sci-fi movie. So, yeah, final verdict for this movie, highest so far, 9 out of 10. Check this one out. It is so damn good. It is so worth watching. And again, it does make the third one better. So watching them back to back definitely does help with the watching experience. So here's my recommendation so far. Definitely watch the original. Skip the second one, it's a piece of trash. Go straight to 3, and then watch 4. That's my recommendation so far. Will the 5th one be able to have that recommendation from me? Well, find out next time when we finish off the original series with Battle for the Planet of the Apes.
We cannot take it anymore. The time has come to go. Prepare, fight, we're ready for